Well, ahoy there, cruisers, and welcome to Melbourne, Australia. Yes, we're here on the south in Victoria in Australia, which is awesome. We're very happy to have you here. This video has been very much requested. It's all about how I've managed to lose 66 pounds, if you're wondering the exact amount of weight I've lost, which is absolutely crazy, over about 5.5, 6 months. It's not been an easy journey, so I'm going to go through everything on this cruise to how I've lost the weight and how I'm keeping it off as well, especially because we're cruising full time basically. We spend very little time at home. Anyway, the sail into Melbourne this morning was spectacular. A beautiful, beautiful sunrise. We had hot air balloons in the background and it's going to be a roasting day here today. 30 degrees Celsius or almost 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's going to be a very, very scorcher today, which is fantastic because we've heard the weather here in Melbourne can be a little bit different and very changeable. So first of all, let's go get some breakfast. Talking about food, let's do this, and then we're going to get off and explore. Hello, David. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you, good sir. I'm so excited for today to visit Melbourne. The first time we came here, right at the beginning of this journey, it was just a really quick pit stop. We flew into Melbourne to then board Disney, so we didn't really get to see the city. Whereas today, we're going to get to see the city, and it's a gorgeous day. It's a scorcher. I'm just packing my bag and making sure I've got the all-important sunscreen, sun hat, sunglasses, all the protection and all the things. Oh, and some water as well. We're going to take some water off with us. But let's go and grab a quick bite for breakfast before we head off the ship.
Here we go, David. Are you hungry?
I mean, I can say, I can just peruse, see what there is.
So first things first, guys, I've got to say I find this whole weight loss journey a lot easier at home. I really do. It's a lot more difficult on a cruise because you've got so much temptation right there for you, right in front of you. You don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, it's all right there in front of you, and it's so easy to grab something unhealthy. For breakfast, I find if I eat too much that I'm really hungry the whole day. It's really weird. So if I just have like a light breakfast, sort of something like fruit or maybe a little bit of muesli or some yogurt or something like that, it's really good. One thing that I did do at the beginning was make sure what I was eating was good, because lots of healthy foods actually have lots of calories in them. Now my whole diet that I've been doing is just a calorie deficient diet, or deficit diet. Basically, I'm just cutting my calories. It's very, very simple. That is all I'm doing, nothing else. I'm basically trying to restrict myself to 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day. And you know what? It's been really working. And I'll talk about the exercise as well, which is going to come into it as well a little bit later on. But one thing I did was like researched like what foods were good and stuff, because lots of the healthy foods, things like nuts and dried fruit and stuff, actually is really, really calorific. So you have to be really careful how much you eat. Like a little handful of nuts, it might be really good for you and have lots of protein in it, but it can be like double the amount of calories of fruit and be like eating a bar of chocolate or something like that. So I've been very careful what I eat and been counting my calories. So I've been using an app called MyFitnessPal to sort of log all of my food that I eat every day, just to make sure I don't go over the amount, and it's worked. So I've been losing about 2 to 4 pounds a month, which has really been working. So, but like I said, on a cruise ship, it is very, very hard. So you've got to really be careful. Obviously, it's different for you. If you're just going on a few cruises a year, you can splurge, guys. You paid for it. You can eat all of the nice food and then go home and pay for it later on. But because we're cruising literally full time, I have to be very careful because it'd be very easy just to pile the weight back on. Anyway, I've got a bit of fruit, a little bit of melon, which I really like as well, which keeps me super hydrated, some nice grapes and some little chopped fruit as well, and it's going to be delicious, a nice fresh start to the day, and of course a cup of coffee as well. So David, we're always asked, how do you keep the weight off? Because you've been a skinny mini for a long time now.
Small breakfast, small lunch, big dinner, that's what I usually eat. Sometimes I also like don't eat at breakfast, so I like fast until the next day when I'm at home. But then when I'm on cruises, I don't really think about it. Sorry. That's so unhelpful, isn't it? Most unhelpful advice ever.
Yeah, that fruit is absolutely delicious, guys. So the reason I started doing this really is just because I started seeing myself get a little bit out of control, really. And because we see ourselves on camera and stuff all of the time, I was looking back and thinking, oh my gosh, I've like really piled the weight on. And I was just doing it constantly and I became obese, and it's unhealthy for me. I was going up pairs of stairs, like just walking up the pairs of stairs on a cruise, and I was so out of breath. And I was thinking, do you know what? If I carry on like this, I'm not going to be around to be able to enjoy these cruises and spend time with David and stuff. And I just wanted to do it for my health, really. really, and just to feel better. And let me tell you, oh my gosh, guys, that's been the biggest change, is that I feel so much more healthy. I can walk longer, I can do more stuff, I don't feel as tired, I'm sleeping so much better as well. But yeah, the energy I've got is amazing, and that is down to the amount of exercise I've been doing as well, which has been really fantastic. So I'm just feeling a lot better, which is really good. I feel so much better than I did before, which is really fantastic. But yeah, trying to limit myself, especially on a cruise, is hard. This is why lounges like this are so nice, because there's only a small selection to pick from, so I'm not tempted by lots of muffins and pastries and things like that. But it has got easier as well over time as well. When I first started, it was very difficult. The first few weeks are so hard just to get into the mindset. I was really lucky because I was at home for 3 months, so we had a bit of a break between filming. Even though the episodes were coming out quite consistently, we were actually at home for 3 months because we'd filmed so much in advance. So I really got to concentrate on it and sort of be really hard on myself and put myself through a little bit of a boot camp and really restrict myself, which really helped. And then after those first few weeks, it got a little bit easier. It really did. But I've got to admit, guys, it hasn't been easy at all. David did it. If you didn't know, David before was quite big when we first started this channel, and he lost all of the weight because his mum unfortunately passed away with diabetes. So I think that was a big thing for David as well. So, and it's been a big thing for me as well. I want to be healthy and I want to be here for a long time and a good time. I know it sounds very soppy. Anyway, we're going to finish up our breakfast, finish off my coffee, and then we're going to get off and explore Melbourne. Melbourne. I keep saying Melbourne and keep getting told off about it, guys. I'm so sorry. It's Melbourne. Melbourne. Right, I'm excited, and especially because the weather is going to be so lovely this time. Let's get up. I'm so excited, guys, as you can see. Anyway, one of the most difficult things about being on a cruise and trying to lose weight is the lack of calorific information. So not having calories on the menus, which basically no cruise lines do, which is very unfortunate. So it's very hard sometimes to figure out exactly how much you're eating. So you've got to be very careful. I always overestimate exactly how much I'm eating and break it down to each bit of food. And that seems to be really working for me. Anyway, we're going to head down to the gangway and get off. Hey, David, you're looking a little bit Australian today with your little head on.
Oh, good day there, mates.
Oh, jeez, David, you're worse than me at accents, honey.
I'm sorry, I just offend everybody. I feel like an Australian outbacker with my hat on. I don't want to burn, guys. Honestly, it is really hot out there. I just popped outside to put some sun lotion on, and it's already a scorcher, so I want to stay well protected today. One
of the major changes, guys, and it's something that we really did anyway, is not taking the elevator. Obviously, some people have got to take the elevator. If you need it, use it, obviously. But if you want to have a few more calories in your diet, take the stairs, because trust me, it does add up. On like an even medium cruise ship like this, like the Royal Princess, quite easily, without thinking about it, we can walk 6,000 or 7,000 steps a day, which is crazy. So that's a couple of 100 calories that you've burned off, which is really good. And especially when you're doing all of the flights of stairs, it's an excellent workout. If you don't like the gym, trust me, I am not a fan of the gym. I hate it. I have to drag myself there, but it's worth it, trust me. But still, I don't like it. But yeah, take the stairs. It's the easiest thing to do on a cruise ship, and just walk around a lot. It really does add up. You don't actually realise it. Make sure you're using the health app on your phone as well, because that's what I use on my iPhone, and it tells me how many steps I've done, how many flights of stairs I've done, how many calories I've burned off, and all of that jazz, which is really good. So I can keep a good eye on exactly what I've been doing during the day. Oof, a lot of stairs on cruise ships, trust me.
So far, everybody has been so lovely. We've just walked off the ship onto the pier side, and the weather is gorgeous today. Lots of transport options here. You've got trams into the city. There's also a cruise bus as well into the city. Lots of taxis. We've just ordered ourselves an Uber because we're heading to St Kilda first, and it's only a few minutes away. So we're going to head there first, go to the beach, maybe grab ourselves a famous Australian flat white coffee and see what the vibe at St Kilda is.
So you probably know I've been on a bit of a health kick lately, just to start feeling my best. But one thing I've noticed is that I'm probably not getting the nutrients that I need. And that's why I'm loving Hewitt's Daily Greens, and they're today's sponsor. Just one scoop of Daily Greens, you can improve your gut health, support your immune system, and reduce fatigue as a seamless addition to your routine. All you need is some cold water, and you have a convenient and nourishing drink in seconds. I love it because I get a little bit of exercise even when I'm shaking my stuff. Best part, it's just $1.50 a serving, making it much more affordable than a lot of other green powders out there. Daily Greens was created by nutritionists and dietitians to have 91 vitamins, minerals, and superfood ingredients My favourite part is it actually tastes really great. I love the subtle fruity flavour of the original, but they've also got new options like watermelon and lemon ginger. If you're ready to supercharge your health, go to Huel.com/Ben and David and use our code for 15% off your first order. Plus you get a free water bottle and a t-shirt. Just like magic, and that's a $35 value. It's never been easier to get the vitamins and minerals that you need every day. Try Huel Greens today. Wow, so yes, our first stop is St Kilda on the boardwalk. It is absolutely beautiful down here. Guys, it is so cute. We've got lots of old people all just swimming and doing the little morning bathing. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Absolutely gorgeous. We're all just out there swimming, doing a bit of exercise, which is so lovely to see. But yeah, this is beautiful. So green, so lush. The beaches are absolutely gorgeous as well. We love the quirky little animals with their flat whites. That's what we need to find next, as David said. We can see our ship in the background. What a beautiful little beach. It's so wonderful to be here. Still can't get used to the fact that we're so far from home. It's crazy.
This is gorgeous. We're just having a nice morning walk while it's not too hot. Feels like it's got a Miami vibe, Miami beach vibe about it. There's actually a colony of penguins that live here just up the beach there near the pier.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
But unfortunately, you can only see them on a night at sunset, and sunset at the moment is not till very late because we're in the summer. So we're gonna have a wander along the beach and then maybe walk up to grab some coffee. So we've walked up to the Palace Theatre, which is one of the largest Art Deco theatres in Australia. It's huge and gorgeous.
Also by the theatre, we've got Luna Park, which is a really famous theme park here in Australia. It's Australia's oldest theme park and it's inspired after Coney Island. It's gorgeous, but it's all covered up by scaffolding and stuff, so you can't see Mr. Moon, so you can't see the very famous front that we know and love. But yeah, very cool to be here, guys. Absolutely lovely indeed.
Ben, talk about Kath and Kim.
Oh my God, Kath and Kim shot here as well, one of our favourite TV shows from Australia. Fabulous show if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it, it's hilarious.
So boring here. I'm just talking to all my, I've got 10,000 friends.
Just walking down one of the main streets here in St Kitts. Still very early because it is only 8 AM. Lots of coffee shops and stuff, which is very nice. It's going to get our day off to a good start. But yeah, really lovely here, guys. It's got a really nice, like, metropolitan, cool feel about it. So this street, Auckland Street or Auckland Street, is famous for its European-style pastries. Tempting, not for me, but maybe for David. But I'll definitely get a coffee, please.
The time has come for the famous flat white test. Now, if you didn't know, the flat white was invented or created in Australia, and it's the famous coffee here. So we came to Sam's Cafe in Melbourne to try it. Let's hope it's a good one. Oh, I can't find the hole. One sec. Oh my God, that is delicious. Tasty, actually tastes like coffee, unlike the coffee on the ship, unfortunately. And that is a really good coffee. Oh my gosh, very delish. And I got myself a pastry. I couldn't resist. As soon as I ordered the coffee, it slipped out my mouth. That I was like, oh, can I have 2 flat white, please? And, oh yeah, that pastry there. Let's try it. Apparently it's homemade by Mary.
Oh, Mary, you little sphinx.
Mary makes a very good pastry. Definitely worth the wait to try a flat white in Australia, in Melbourne. That is amazing.
Got to admit, a little bit jealous, but it's all good. This is another of the temptations, guys. It's really shocking because it is just all around all of the time.
Do you want me to describe in detail to you?
No, I do not. So it's all about just having a little bit of self-control. And I feel like I'm getting there now. I'm feeling that it's a lot easier at the moment, even though the last few weeks have been hard, especially when you're on a cruise ship with really good food, like Disney or Princess or Celebrity next week. Anyway, I'm going to try my flat white because I desperately need a decent coffee, because the coffee on board the ship, like David said, it's god awful. Right, let's have a try. A wallaby with you forever. Do you get it? Wallaby. Sorry. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely delicious. I've got mine with oat milk because my body doesn't like the milk, the real milk, the cow stuff. That is, oh my gosh, it's so smooth and delicious, and it's nice and strong as well. Oh my gosh. I could bathe in that, but it'd probably kill me because it's boiling hot. Cheers, guys. Absolutely delicious. Thanks, Sam. And your cafe, very good indeed. This is so weird, guys. I can't get over that we're in Melbourne and we're in Australia. And what's really strange about it is that every now and again, it looks exactly like the UK, but then around a corner, it looks completely different, like Canada or the US or just Australia. Very different, but yeah, it's very strange indeed. I keep forgetting where we are. Like, even the road signs look very similar to the UK, and some of the houses and the foliage. It's kind of messing with me a little bit. It's very cool. I love it. It's still completely surreal to be here. We're going to go head for the tram now, yes, because there's some good transportation around here. So we're going to grab a tram to our next stop. And obviously we're going to take you along with us. So let's go on this little adventure, shall we?
So we hopped on our tram and now we're here at the Royal Botanical Gardens. The first stop is the War Memorial, which is just behind me, and it is absolutely huge. It is stunning as well, really pretty. These gardens are massive, and we're going to have a lovely walk through towards the Botanical Gardens and up into the city.
So yes guys, this is one of the big things that I've been doing. Exercise, something that I wasn't really familiar with about before really. Just kidding, I was, but we're trying to walk a lot. So especially in ports, trying to walk 10 to 20,000 steps a day. You should burn off like 400 or 500 calories doing that, which is really, really helpful, especially if you slightly overindulge whilst on the cruise. So yes, lots and lots of exercise in port. And you know what? It's became a really nice thing that we've really started enjoying, because we get to see all of the sites that the locals get to see. We don't really go on the tourist beaten path all of the time. We go into some towns and stuff, which is really nice, and just walk around. It's just really lovely, and especially on a day like this. There is zero wind. Now, one thing that is really annoying, and it's a little bit like the UK, the blooming flies. They keep attacking me. I don't know why. I think I've got sweet blood. Maybe it's those lack of calories in my blood, but yeah, I keep getting attacked constantly by flies, which is a bit annoying. So it feels like being at home a little bit, but you can't ignore the scenery and the landscape. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Melbourne, you are beautiful. Wow, what an absolutely beautiful site of remembrance though for those who were lost in the war. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. So respectful and gorgeous. It's really, really beautiful. I haven't seen anything quite as nice as that before. It's really been a lovely moment to take it all in.
So we're just going to walk through the Botanical Gardens, heading up into the city, and this is absolutely stunning. I can hear all the birds, I can hear fountains, and there's so many beautiful trees and plants. Oh, gorgeous. Now, if you didn't know, we did recently move house, so I'm going to be getting some inspiration here for our back garden, because I just love being surrounded by so many plants and trees. Beautiful.
Very, very impressed, guys. What's great as well, completely free. So there's no charge to come in here whatsoever. How fabulous is that? And it is warm, but there is no humidity, which is very pleasant. So thank you, Melbourne, for giving us the best weather and a beautiful welcome to Australia. Now, one thing I found that really helps stop the cravings is this old bad boy, water. I was terrible, absolutely terrible at staying hydrated and drinking water. But if I get a little bit hungry now, or just before I'm about to eat as well, I'll make sure I down a couple of these bad boys. And honestly, it makes such a big difference that I get fuller so much quicker. Honestly, I can't tell you how much of a difference this water has made to me. Lifesaver, guys. And who would have known it? Water, tasty. Rather have a Diet Coke though.
This is so pretty. This is the most beautiful gardens I've been to in a long time. Absolutely gorgeous. So many colourful flowers. I feel like I should do a song. Ah, ah, I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss. So we just went into the Australian Music Hall of Fame exhibition at the Arts Centre in Melbourne. It's a free exhibition. And you know, I don't know if you know, but I love music. I love pop music in particular, and I was a little bit disappointed. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but it was a very small exhibition. Some costumes and things from Australian artists throughout the years, and some memorabilia. Costumes by Olivia Newton-John, Kylie Minogue, INXS, and a couple of others as well. But I thought it'd be a lot bigger, considering Australia has so many music artists around the world. I expected like a huge exhibition. But anyway, it was a great visit, and it was right next to the Botanical Gardens, and it's free as well.
So guys, we're just having a little walk around the city now, and it's really beautiful. It's such a beautiful place. Again, reminding us of the UK, London maybe a little bit of Boston as well, and Vancouver. Yeah, it's really lovely. Some beautiful buildings as well. Just walking past all of the shops. And of course, we got our Starbucks mugs. Yes, we got our Melbourne mug, as well as our Australia mug as well. Super happy about that. Just need to find a room to take it home now.
This is a really cool city. I'm loving just walking around, seeing lots of the artwork. We've ended up in Chinatown, which looks awesome. And we're on the hunt for some food as well. So we came down here just to see what's around here and see if anything takes our fancy. But I'm really loving the vibe here. It's kind of a really cool vibe. I don't know, just loving it so far.
Now, I don't know if we mentioned it this morning, guys, but unfortunately on our cruise they cut 2 hours off our day here, which is really, really annoying. So we have to be on board the ship by 3 p.m. rather than the planned 5 p.m. Really bad, guys. This has been happening to us quite a lot on various cruise lines lately, where they cut the times all of a sudden. So it's not left us with very long. So we've came all this way to Blummin, Australia, and we don't get to see much of Melbourne, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, we're going to go find some food now, maybe by the lanes. We've been recommended that a lot. So we're going to head to the tram and head down there.
So trams here in Melbourne, within the city centre, or the CBD as it's called, are free to use, which is cool. You just hop on and hop off. But they also have a tourist tram, which is a heritage tram, and it circulates the city, and it's number 35. So we're waiting for that now. It should be here in a minute. I'm going to hop on that. I am certainly ready to eat right now because we have walked. How far did you just tell me?
We'll reveal it at the end, exactly how far we've walked.
Well, it's quite far. And we've definitely worked up an appetite, so I'm really excited for this. And it's a hot one as well, so I need a cool drink and some food in my tummy right now. Oh my gosh, there is so many food places to choose from. It's actually slightly overwhelming. There is tons, and they all get really good reviews on this street. We went for Hicho in Mexico just because we're a little short on time, and we thought Mexican food, it's quick, it's easy, and it looks very delicious. So I got myself a bottle of tequila, and I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, ignore David, it's just water. Oh my gosh, I am absolutely stuffed. Now, just to say, we did have a reservation for a restaurant called Rice Paper Scissors, which is apparently amazing, an Asian restaurant, but we had to cancel it because it was 2 o'clock. And because the ship's leaving early. Anyway, we went to that Mexican joint. Very, very good indeed, guys. Super tasty. Now, what I've been doing is when we go to a place like that, I'll ask for no sour cream, anything that's really calorific, and have things like extra salsa, because I know that's lowering calories. One thing that's really helped me in particular is eating a lot of protein. It's not something that I ever knew. I feel like I was totally uneducated, but it feels like if I have a lot of protein, I'm a lot fuller for a lot longer, which is really fantastic. So it really fills me up. And because we've walked so much today, I could treat myself and have a bit of a bigger lunch than I normally would. Anyway, we're going to head back to the ship now. It's been a long day. We've walked absolutely miles. Very excited for some air conditioning and to sit down for a little bit. So we're back on the ship now. I'm not going to lie, I'm exhausted. What a day in Melbourne. It was absolutely beautiful. What an incredible city. We're just saying it'd be somewhere we'd like to live if it wasn't millions of miles away from most of the cruises, which really sucks. Just having a look at how many steps I did, or we did. David, 17,083 steps, 7.5 miles, and we burned off just under 700 calories. So basically, that's basically what I've ate all day so far, around 700 calories. So I'm at a 0 calorie starting before we even go to dinner, and that's basically how I've been doing it. Now, I haven't been to the gym today because we've done that, but if it was a C day, we keep going to the gym. So during our 2 C days on this cruise, I've been going to the gym, and the gym's really good. Trying to work off around 400 calories, 300 to 400 calories, just so I can have that little extra treat. But like I said, the main things for me, which I have to avoid, which are my triggers, are desserts and bread. They're the things that really get me, so I'm trying to avoid them. Yes, it's been incredibly hard. I am not going to lie, this is not an easy journey at all, but I feel so amazing because of that. That's kind of what's willing me along really to do this, is that you see results. And if you get in there quickly and do it, you really do get the motivation to do it. And now when I have something bad to eat, I feel awful, which I don't know if it's good or not, but it gives me the motivation to carry on. Anyway, I'm going to have a blooming nap, guys, then get ready for some dinner. We've got a nice dinner tonight in Crown Grill, so I'm very excited for that. So yeah, nap time and maybe a bath, a nice bath to soak my aching muscles.
2 hours later.
Right, we've got changed for dinner. Super excited to share with you. We're going to Crown Grill. No, we're not. What's it called, David? It's not called Crown Grill, isn't it? Isn't that on Royal Caribbean?
No, that's correct.
Is it called the Crown Grill?
Yeah, it's Chops Grill on Royal.
Yeah, it is. It's called Crown Grill, guys, which is the American steakhouse. It's an extra pay specialty restaurant that we've booked, which we're excited to show you, and exactly what I'm going to eat during the meal, because this is where it gets a little bit difficult, especially when you've got all of that tempting food. It can be super hard. Feeling a bit tired now after our day in Melbourne. It was so sunny and lovely. What an amazing day we had. So thank you for joining us with that. So grab your didgeridoo and let's head off to Concierge Lounge, because apparently there's a bit of a soiree going on. It's formal night as well. This is literally the most formal thing I've got, guys, so it's going to have to do. Oh, you're looking very nice tonight, David, and very posh.
I feel like I'm dressed like somebody at the end of a wedding celebration. The party's over, the drinks have been poured, everyone's ready to go to bed.
The drinks have what been what?
The drinks have been drank,
You said porn?
Porn, like porn.
Oh, porn. Okay.
Like porn.
Oh.
Is that not the word?
Pord.
Porn. Oh yeah, not porn. Oh dear. See? It's like the end of a wedding. That's how I feel like I'm dressed, because I don't have a tie and I don't have a suit jacket. I'm kind of half formal.
You're in fun mode.
Yeah, I'm in fun mode. I just need a tie on my head.
Yay! So we're here, guys, in the concierge lounge, and it's lovely. They've decorated it all with New Zealand things and Australian things. Obviously, the odd koala bear and the kangaroo. And you've got some food there as well. Now, it is very hard to avoid those desserts, but I'm doing my best not to. It's all part of the process. I know it's very cruel, and it's very cruel on me, David. But yes, we just ordered some drinks as well, which is really good. Now, in terms of drinks, I tend to drink very low-calorie drinks, so I've cut out alcohol at the moment. I haven't really drank in about 6 months whilst I've been doing this journey, just because it's a lot easier for me. So I've been drinking things like Diet Coke, lots and lots of water, like I said earlier on, and Sprite Zeros, which are really nice as well. So no calories through drinks. It's the easiest thing to cut out. But yeah, it's really nice. It's got a nice little atmosphere in here tonight, and it's yeah, free drinks for 2 hours as well, even though we have the drinks package anyway. But yeah, gonna chill, relax before dinner, and then go see a show. One of the production shows are on tonight, which is good because there hasn't been much entertainment on this cruise at all, like we said in our last video, so looking forward to the one tonight.
Well, cheers, Ben. I'm going to be drinking for the both of us. I got myself a little dirty martini. It's one of my favourites. And we're going to enjoy a little bit of the semi-live piano. It's one of those self-playing pianos at the moment before we head to the show. Yay. What's the Australian song? Oh, I remember now. I should be so lucky.
Oh my God. You can't take them anywhere, guys. Fun fact about us, I don't know if we've said this before, but we're both huge Kylie Minogue fans, and David especially, Danny Minogue as well. We've got Kylie tattoos, the pair of us. We got a tattoo after we first started seeing each other back in the day, like 15 years ago. One of the first things we did was got a matching Kylie tattoo. So yeah,
People probably don't know who she is, Ben. She's
Kylie
an Australian singer.
Everybody knows who Kylie Minogue is.
She's not famous in America at all.
Yes, she is. Kylie Minogue is massively famous. Guys, let us know if you didn't know who
Not
Kylie...
Jenner, by the way.
Yeah, not Kylie Jenner or Kylie Kardashian. Kylie Minogue. You must know who she is, right? Let us know if you didn't know who she was in the comment section below, and you will be thrust out of our circle. That's it, you're gone. Yeah, so we're going to head right down to the theatre now, to the Royal Theatre, to see the Motown production show. Like I said, guys, there hasn't been much on at all. There's only been one production show, and this one's it, so we'll see what it's like, and then we'll head for some din-dins. I'm excited. You excited for the show, David?
Hits of the Motown, soul, disco, hopefully a bit of Diana Ross.
I think the entertainment's skewed a little bit older as well, hasn't it? It's sort of past our time, so we don't really get much of the music, do we? Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, the entertainment definitely does skew older, but the crowd on this cruise as well has been older as well.
70s and 80s maybe? People
Yeah.
in the 70s and 80s, so a lot older than we've seen on Princess recently.
Yeah, we do.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't, but we do find it a bit confusing at times. Like, the entertainment doesn't match the advertisements, which doesn't match the people on board. I mean, I love a little bit of Motown as much as the next person, but it's just like every show kind of skews older.
So we're now in the Crown Grill, guys. That show, the less said about it, the better. It was god awful. We're just saying it reminded us of something from about 15 years ago. It was terrible. Half of the show was mimed, even by the main singers. It was very, very odd. They did that on Sun Princess as well, so I hope it's not a new thing on Princess Cruises where they're miming half of the show with the main singers, not just the backing singers. It was god-awful. Now, I don't like to talk bad about performers and stuff because there was nothing wrong with the performers. It wasn't good. It just wasn't a good show. And the audience were as dead as a doornail. There wasn't a noise the whole way through. And barely anybody clapped, it was cringe. Anyway, somewhere much nicer with the food now. So I'm going to pick very carefully what I have for my dinner tonight, guys, because this is where temptation can get the best of me. Yes, I know it's all sounding like a punishment, but it's not, because my health is worth a lot more than eating some nice things. So I'm still going to eat really nicely, but I'm going to eat very sensibly. So I'll have a good look at the menu and see what my options are.
Yeah, so that show, it was great how it had a live band, but the backing track was so very distinct from the actual live vocals. It was really distracting, and it was very clear when people weren't actually singing live. In fact, the guy who was miming the main part actually gave up miming halfway through. It was like I was at a Britney Spears concert. He just couldn't be bothered. He just gave up. He was like, he didn't even have a fake microphone on or anything. Very, very odd indeed. And like Ben said, the crowd was as enthusiastic as a dentist's waiting room. But one thing I'm very enthusiastic about is this bread, because it's absolutely filled with garlic
Stop it, David.
and cheese.
Stop it.
And I'm going to enjoy every single bite of this. The most delicious bread I've ever tasted in my life. It's so naughty that it's nice.
David, you are so naughty. Thanks for being you. Anyway, I'm going to have a little bit, guys, because this is what it's all about. It's about balance, isn't it? Whilst I'm on a cruise ship, I'm not looking to actively lose weight. I'm just looking to maintain. So do be a little bit naughty now and again. And having a little piece of bread, it isn't going to kill me, isn't it? So I'm going to have a little try.
Wait till you have one bite. You'll want more.
Slap me in the face with a food mixer and call me needed. Like a piece of dough. That is bloody delicious, guys. I could quite easily, and to be fair, I would have, polish off a whole one of them before. That is wonderfully delicious. Oh my God, I want to eat the whole thing now. It's like Pringles, once you start, you just can't stop popping.
What? Once you pop, you just can't stop.
That's the one. Oh, now listen here, you mullet. Sorry, we just watched one of our favourite films, guys. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Obviously an Australian classic. You're terrible, Muriel. David just finished all of the bread. Thank you for that, David. Fantastic. Anyway, I went for the Caesar salad, guys. Sans anchovies, because I don't do fish. Looks a bit small, actually. It's a very small portion, which I'm quite happy about, because that keeps me under control. One of the things I found really helpful is just eating very slowly. Usually I just wolf it all down like I'm a blooming wolf in the outback, but I'm trying to be a little bit slower, because it helps you process it. Apparently your brain, it helps. So let's have a little try. Very solidy and delicious. That sauce is lovely. One thing I also ask for a lot is the sauce to be separated so I can choose exactly how much I want in my meal. I find that really helps me out, especially with high calorie sauces. Sorry if this is boring to you guys, but loads of people ask for this video and how I do it, so this is basically what I do. Limiting all of the high calorie things. Like I said earlier on, it's all about the calories with me. It's the only thing that matters. Surplus calories minus exercise, that's how I do it. It's very, very simple. But yeah, very good indeed. That sauce is tangy and delicious.
In contrast, I went for the crab cake. And it looks very, very good indeed. I've already squeezed my lime on the top. Let's have a taste of this, shall we? Ooh, looks pretty well filled with crab. Okay, let's give it a go. That is packed full of crab, which is really delicious. It came nice and hot, nice and crispy on the outside, and that nice tangy lemon flavour as well. Really, really delish. Now you know me, I truly, madly, deeply love my French onion soup. And this one is very special because it has a blue cheese top. Now we've had many a debate on our YouTube channel about blue cheese. You guys have been quite vocal in the comments. I think Team Blue Cheese actually won in the comment section. Oh, I've been dreaming about this since the last time we came to Crown Grill. Let's see if it's as good as I remember, shall we? Oh Jesus. Oh, that's hotter than Ice Springs. It is hot, it did warm me. Oh my God, that is so good. It's basically a French onion soup, but it's like super strong cheese on the top, and it's got that delicious blue cheese flavour, which Ben absolutely hates, but I really love it. Oh, I think absolutely everybody loves this.
Oh, David. And this is another thing I do, guys. I skip a course, so instead of having 4 courses, I'll have 3 courses, and that really, really does help, to be honest. Now that I'm getting used to this, and I've been doing it for about 5 or 6 months now, it's much more natural to me. Before I'd be starving and being like, oh, I want another course, but I'm actually fine now, which is really good. I've came to terms with the fact that I can't stuff my face and not put on weight. I could do when I was younger, but now I'm getting a little bit older, creeping towards middle age. I can't quite eat as much as I used to do because my metabolism has definitely slowed down as I get older. It's going to make me live longer, hopefully, so that I can keep on doing this more often and cruise more and enjoy life more. So yeah, skipping a course is an easy one for me.
One question that we get all the time is, how do you stay slim on a cruise with eating so much food? Well, we don't actually eat like this all the time. What you guys are seeing is a very slim portion of our overall cruise experience. I mean, don't get me wrong, we enjoy the cruise food as much as the next person, but this is just when we're filming, we really sort of indulge ourselves. Outside of this and when we're at home, we actually eat pretty simply and quite healthily, actually. Now I'm just going to tug into my blue cheese soup.
That's not a knife. That's a knife to cut my steak because it's came. I got the filet mignon, guys, which is looking very delicious. We got a few sides as well. Got a loaded baked potato with the bits on the side so I can add as much as I want. I found something that I became much more confident with is asking for customization. So if it comes with a heavy sauce, asking for it on the side or asking for it not to be on the dish. Also got some lovely mushrooms and some asparagus. One thing I found really helpful as well is really filling up with the sides, things like vegetables and low calorie things, which is great as well. But this steak is huge, Jackman. I'm not even Nicole Kidmaning you. Sorry guys, let's have a little try, shall we? All of these Australian quotes, eh? Right. And I was a bit like Natalie Imbruglia, a little bit torn, so I couldn't decide on what salt to get. There's 3 different salts you can get, so I got all 3. Just have a little try, so let's have a little multi-dip, shall we? That is absolutely blooming delicious, mouth-wateringly good. That little Australian cow, she did well. Mushrooms and asparagus are really delicious as well as the baked potato. Divine, very, very happy. What a lovely restaurant, I'm glad to be back.
Ben, what sound does an Australian cow do?
What?
Moo! It's a cow, they all sound the same.
Oh my God. No!
You're terrible.
You're terrible.
You're terrible, Muriel.
Right, so I went for the red snapper, and it also comes with a hearty portion of deep fried battered prawns on the side. I feel like I've gone the complete opposite to Ben. I'm just eating everything that is ridiculously filling and unhealthy. Oh yeah, plus I also ordered some chips as well. Whoopsie. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, it's a little bit of green on there.
He's in the bush, guys. He's trying to eat the bush.
Don't make me laugh. That's quite nice. It's quite a meaty fish, and this is like a huge portion. I was not expecting it to be this big, but it looks very pretty.
This is it, guys. It's the end of the meal, and I've went for a dessert. I went for the one that appealed to me the most, because you know what? After all of this work and everything, you've got to treat yourself now and again, don't you? So I went for the key lime pie bar. Do you know what? I really do like key lime pie. Absolutely one of my favourite desserts. Let's dig in, shall we, straight away. Looks like the Sydney Opera House with the peaks. The crust, like the bottom of it, tastes really different. Like quite datey and delicious, lovely sharp as well. Nice and sweet, the perfect balance, and a lovely way to end the meal. Absolutely fabulous, really enjoyed this meal.
So to accompany my cup of mint tea, I went for the triple chocolate something or other. Basically, it's a triple chocolate cake, and it comes with some little macarons on top as well. It looks very, very well presented. Hang on, it's quite a tough crust at the bottom. Lovely layers. I've got a little bit of everything on this one spoon. Lovely, lovely cake. I love the crunchiness of the macaron and the bottom as well. Really well balanced as well. That is a very, very delicious dessert, because I thought it was going to be way too rich, but not at all. Really, really perfectly balanced. That is very, very lovely indeed.
Gosh, guys, I'm absolutely blooming stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. That was a really nice meal. I've got to say again about, we said it on our last video, the service on the ship has been spectacular across the board. Everybody has been so lovely. Some of the best service we've seen in a long time. Luxury level of service, I have to say. The staff are so wonderful on Princess, and it's something that we really appreciate. They work so hard and they're fabulous. Lots going on now, lots of live music. There's a party in the piazza as well, which is really cool. We're going to head to bed because we've got an early start tomorrow to get off, which sucks, in Sydney. So I'll see you in a sec.
So that's it for our day here on Princess Cruises. God, it's been a long one, guys. Melbourne was amazing, and that meal. Melbourne.
Like Brisbane.
Melbourne. Anyway, that place was amazing, and tonight, oh my gosh, I am so full. Honestly, I can just roll right into bed right now. But thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. It doesn't end there, because our trip is continuing. We are so excited because tomorrow we are getting into Sydney. Oh my gosh, and we are there for a couple of days, and we're having a big meetup as well there. I can't wait. But if you want to see more of that, you can see all them vlogs on our Patreon channel. If you want to join us on Patreon, all you have to do is click the link in the description section below, as well as bonus videos like the ones I just mentioned. You also receive all our videos on our main channel, but completely advert free. Plus we do a monthly live video call, which is always a lot of fun. A big thank you to all of our patrons. That's it till next time.
Happy cruising.